Welcome to Hockey Night in Hudson. We're at John Gornick Memorial Arena in Hudson, and we've got WIAA playoff hockey tonight. Your Hudson Raiders hosting the Amery Warriors. It's the Raiders' first matchup of this playoff season. Amery had to defeat Baldwin Woodville to get to this game. Our starters tonight, we've got A.J. Romanowski, Daniel Trapiccio, James Fall, Taylor Casey, and Dylan Haskins starting for the Raiders. Between the pipes, it's Josh Mattis. For Amery, Sam Schieffer, Reed Sorensen, Corey Karnick, Tyler Richardson, Kyle Sorensen, and Jake Mullendor starting for Amery, and that's Reed Sorensen between the pipes for Amery. These two teams did not meet at all during the regular season, so both teams are new to each other. We're about ready to hear the national anthem as sung by Hudson Middle School student Katie Altman.
The officials for tonight's game as assigned by the Big Rivers Conferences are referees Sean Hauser and Joe Kohler, and linesman Pete Bakken. Our ceremonial Raiders flag bearer, Gus Rose. At this time, we ask that everyone please stand and remove your hats while Hudson Middle School student Katie Altman leads us in the singing of our national anthem.
Once again, that's the beautiful voice of Hudson Middle School student and 8th grader Katie Altman singing our nation's anthem. And we're getting ready to play hockey. Pretty good crowd here tonight. I think a few folks over at the high school. It's senior night this evening for the boys basketball team, so probably a few people over there that may have come to this game had that not been going on. But pretty nice crowd here. Amery brought a nice crowd as well. Amery comes into this game as a pretty low seed. I believe they're a 7 or 8 type of seed, but they won the Middle Border Conference with a 4-1 record in that conference. It's only a 4-team conference. They were 10-3 overall. They played a pretty tough schedule. You know, it's a geographical type of thing. They played New Richmond a couple times. Actually defeated New Richmond once 4-3, then fell to them 7-1. Split with River Falls as well. Raiders split with River Falls. Lost both games to Rice Lake. The Raiders beat Rice Lake once and lost to them once. Amery also fell to Menominee. Raiders swept their series with Menominee. Dylan Haskins taking the face-off for Hudson. Amery will take control. James Fall over there now. Berkey sends it back to Romanowski. Romanowski off the boards looking for Taylor Casey. Taylor Casey and company trying to get a hold of the puck. Here's Stephen Berkey duking it out. Puck comes loose, and Romanowski's going to handle it for the Raiders. Romanowski surveys the defense, kicks it out to Berkey. They tried to get it to Haskins, but it went to an Amery defender. Here comes the Raiders once again. James Fall to Dylan Haskins. Haskins fires, but no one there for the rebound. Now Berkey will send it towards the net once again. Here's James Fall. James Fall and David Kane in there now. Fall with Trapiccio behind him. Trapiccio calling for the puck. Fall tried to get it to Kane, went past Kane. Here's Kane with the puck. Tried to center it up for Dylan Haskins. Haskins couldn't get control. Here's Amery. They get the puck. Pruitt able to knock it down. Kane will send it to the back line as the Raiders make a few more substitutions. Dardine, Newton comes into the game for the Raiders. Here's David Kane battling it out over in the corner, along with Lawrence Pruitt. Now Trapiccio with the puck. Trapiccio at center ice. Now kind of retreats back into Raider territory. Amery getting some control here. And now Trapiccio with the puck for the Raiders. Raiders in their blue jerseys tonight. Amery in the white with the red trim. Here's Kane leaving it out for Dardine. Dardine tried to get it to Pruitt, but it was broken up. Amery Warriors bounce it back into the Raiders zone. Here's Ben Lewis for Hudson. He fires it up the ice to Mike Holmes. Mike Holmes in the corner. Holmes looking for someone to get the puck to. Kicks it back over for Ben Lewis. There's Romanowski back to Lewis. Lewis is going to have a shot opportunity here. Tried to backhand it. Nice save there by Reed Sorensen. Second save of the night for Sorensen. He comes into this game giving up 3.68 goals per game. He has an .877 save percentage. Haskins takes the face-off for the Raiders, and here comes Amery. Sam Schieffer had the puck there. Now Haskins will kick it over for Romanowski for the Raiders. Tried to get it out to James Fall. Fall couldn't find the handle. Now Fall in the corner. The puck between his skates, and Dylan Haskins gets control. Here's Haskins with a shot opportunity. Can't get it to go. Fall over to Taylor Casey. Casey will shoot it out behind the net. A.J. Romanowski trying to get in there and get control of the puck. Taylor Casey attempting to get control, but Amery slips in there and grabs it. A fight at center ice, and the Raiders will send it into Amery's zone as they switch out some personnel. August Newton, Lawrence Pruitt in there, along with Trapiccio and Stephen Berkey. Here's August Newton. And now Pruitt battling for the puck. He leaves it for Trapiccio. Trapiccio is going to take a shot. Look for somebody up the middle. Wasn't anyone home. Jake Quaddy in there as well at the defense spot. Quaddy trying to kick it out for Newton. Here's Trapiccio with the puck. Trapiccio's going to set it up, bounce it off the boards to Pruitt. Pruitt gets checked into the boards and loses the handle. Newton returns the favor down there for the Raiders. Trapiccio battling for the puck. He sends it deep into the Amery zone. The Raiders will switch out personnel again. Here comes Mike Holmes. Looks like Henry Brose is going to get control in the corner. Amery will switch out personnel. One guy to keep an eye on for Amery is number 22, Jake Mullendor. He comes into this game with 31 goals on the season, averaging about a goal and a half a game. He's a slick shooter out there. Ben Lewis bounced it off the boards for Henry Brose. Brose doesn't have any help, and Amery's able to get control. Fellas will battle it out on neutral ice here for a moment before Dylan Haskins sends it into the Amery zone. Here's James Fall. James Fall tried to get it over there to Taylor Casey. Casey was hung up. That time they try to get it to Haskins. Here's Haskins with the puck. Haskins going to fire, bounces it off the pipe. James Fall can't get control, and now Haskins once again with the puck, looking for Stephen Berkey. Berkey can't find the handle. Now James Fall behind the net, looking to get it to someone here. Fall to Haskins. Haskins thought about wrapping around, doesn't do it. Kicked it out to Berkey. Berkey couldn't get control. Then he kicks it to Haskins. Haskins sends it towards the back line, and Raiders will switch out here. Newton, Berkey, Romanowski, Pruitt, and Kane in the game for Hudson. We're about 6 minutes into this one. Nice pass over to August Newton by David Kane. Newton fires it over the crossbar. Now Pruitt will battle it out. Bounces it off the glass into the other corner. It's Romanowski in there for Hudson. Raiders going to switch out some personnel. Romanowski coming out of the game. Here comes Josh Dardine. Trapecio able to steal the puck away. Tries to get it Lawrence Pruitt. Pruitt's going to have a chance here. Nope. Swatted away by the goaltender for Amery. Nice play. Trapecio just couldn't catch up to it. Or Pruitt couldn't catch up to it. Here's Ben Lewis with the puck. Gives it over to Mike Holmes. Holmes is going to backhand it towards the net. And looks like we got a loose net. Henry Bros colliding with the Amery goaltender, Reed Sorensen. Both teams will make wholesale personnel changes. Really the first clock stoppage we've had since they dropped the puck. 10:20 left in this first period. We're scoreless. Hudson and Amery battling it out here for an opportunity to advance in the WIAA playoffs. Winner of tonight's game will play the winner of New Richmond and Somerset, also being played right now. Trapecio sent it towards the net as he was getting knocked down. Taylor Casey now with the puck for the Raiders. Amery trying to get control. Casey once again kicks it to Fall. Fall tried to center it up for Haskins. Haskins wasn't quite in the right spot. Here's Fall. Looking up front again. Dardine gets in there. Knocks it away from an Amery player. Haskins giving chase. James Fall with the puck now. Fall leaves it for Casey. Casey to Trapecio. Trapecio over to Dardine. Dardine's going to fire. Knocked down by the Amery defenseman. And the puck's going to go all the way around. I believe we're going to have an icing call, and we do. We'll have a face-off back in the Amery zone. Amery comes into this game. They defeated Baldwin Woodville Tuesday night to get into this game. The Raiders had a bye, and they come into this game winners of 3 straight in their Big Rivers Conference schedule before this playoff schedule began tonight for them. Romanowski fires it off, an Amery defender. Here comes the Warriors. Romanowski and Pruitt still back there to defend, and they're able to break up the puck, and they'll set it up again. Here's Berkey over in the corner, gets it out to David Kane. Puck comes loose, and Amery was able to get control. That was Jake Mullendor. And Amery will send the puck towards Josh Mattis. Mattis getting the start between the pipes of the Raiders. That'll be the first shot on goal tonight for Amery. Raiders with 5 shots on goal so far in this game. We're halfway through the first period. 8.5 to go. Henry Bros gets cleared out in the middle of the ice. Romanowski battling it out down there. Holmes had a breakaway opportunity, but he was tripped up. Officials say coincidental contact, and I think they're right. Romanowski to Bros. Swing the puck around again. That's going to go to Stephen Berkey, who will kick it out over to Henry Bros. Bros can't get control, and we're going to go back around the other side. Here comes Berkey, leaves it for Taylor Casey. Casey sends it skyward for Henry Bros. Bros almost had an opportunity. Tried to go through the defender's legs and just kind of lost it there for a second, but Raiders have it in the Amery zone. Dylan Haskins with the shot on goal. Daniel Trapiccio tried to fire one. It was deflected. Jake Quaddy wasn't able to break that up, and if the puck makes it to the red line, we're going to have an icing call. It does not. Quaddy picks it up, and now the Raiders will have to set it up again with 7 minutes left to go in this period. We're scoreless. Hudson Raiders taking on Amery tonight in a WIAA playoff matchup. Here's Trapiccio. Trapiccio looking for someone. Taylor Casey gets it, kicks it to James Fall. Now Josh Dardine fires towards net. Here's Trapiccio. Trapiccio over to James Fall. Fall, again, looking for someone to get the puck to. He leads this team in assists. Finally sends it towards the net, and Sorensen able to gather it up, and we'll have ourselves another face-off as both teams switch out personnel. Here's Romanowski. Romanowski sends it towards the net. Puck was kind of bouncing around in there, but Sorensen able to gather it up. Raiders come into this game as the favorite in this one, but Amery's a good hockey team. They've played some tough competition tonight. A lot of this season, a lot of the same teams that the Raiders have played, and they've fared pretty well. So this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Berkey sends it towards net, bounces off the boards. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt's going to take a shot but loses the handle. Romanowski able to gather it up here at center ice. Romanowski fires it into the Amery zone. Raiders will switch out a couple players. Pruitt in there now. Pruitt with the puck. Pruitt looking to do something. Goes high, and it nearly bounces into the net. Berkey looking for Ben Lewis. Here's Pruitt once again. Leaves it out for Mike Holmes. Holmes tried to get it out front to Ben Lewis. Here's Berkey. Sends it into the corner. Lewis to Holmes. Now Lewis gathers it up again, sends it out to Stephen Berkey. Berkey sends it towards the net. Raiders try to get a second chance shot there. Can't make it happen. Trapiccio will get a hold of the puck. Trapiccio over to Henry Bros. Puck bouncing around there, so Trapiccio missed the handle. Trapiccio's going to make something happen, fires it. Sorensen bounces off of his pads. Whoa. Henry Bros took a shot to the face there. Trapiccio sent it towards net. Raiders switch out some personnel, and Amery with an opportunity, but Dardine gathers it up, sends it to Taylor Casey. Dylan Haskins now leaves it for Casey. Goes behind him, and now Amery with an opportunity. Here's their sharpshooter, Mullendor. Trapiccio able to break it up. Dylan Haskins sends it over to Casey. Casey tried to leave it for Haskins. Haskins didn't see it coming. Then James Fall had it, was knocked loose by Haskins. Casey sends it into the Amery zone. James Fall is there. He'll battle in the corner for the puck. Dylan Haskins comes in and gets the handle. He's going to take a backhand shot here. Puck's sitting out in front of the net. Romanowski gathers it up for the Raiders. He fires it towards net, but it bounces off Mullendor. Here's Haskins with the puck. Sends it into the Amery zone. Raiders switch out personnel. August Newton and David Kane into the game. They haven't had a penalty so far in this one. Kane sends it out to the middle of the playing surface. Had some pretty nice licks in this game, but played very cleanly. The officials have kind of let him play as well. Here comes Newton, leaves it for Pruitt. Pruitt's going to have a chance here. Pruitt will shoot it low. Newton goes into the net. And we will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Holmes will take it for the Raiders. Controlling is Trapiccio. Trapiccio leaves it for Quaddy. Quaddy sends it into Amery's zone. Here's Trapiccio. Trapiccio sends it towards net. It's deflected. Holmes in the corner. We'll kick it out to Quaddy. Quaddy over to Trapiccio. Trapiccio's going to take a shot, and it bounces off the backboards. Ben Lewis gets control for Hudson. Over to Henry Brose. Brose loses the handle. Now he flips it into the Amery zone. Holmes will come out, as will Brose. Dylan Haskins back into the game for the Raiders, and here comes Haskins. Number 21 had a shot opportunity. Sorensen knocked it away. Trapiccio now with the puck. Sends it flying in there. Second chance shot by Haskins. This goes too high. And here's Casey. Casey over to James Fall. Fall to Haskins. Haskins, I think he's going to kick it out to Trapiccio, and he does. Trapiccio back to Haskins. Haskins gets deflected. Here's James Fall with the puck. And we're going to have an icing call. We'll have a face-off in the Warriors zone. So the Raiders with 12 shots on goal, Amery with just one, but in the category that means the most, the score, we're even at 0. 1:41 left in this period. David Kane taking the face-off for the Raiders. Here's Berkey with the puck. Couldn't touch it, or he would have been offsides. Backed away. Here's Mattis. And Romanowski will send the puck into the Warriors zone. Wow, nice flip pass there by Pruitt for Newton. Newton can't get it to go. Romanowski winds up and fires, but it's deflected. Berkey sends it to Pruitt. Pruitt looking to get it towards the net, but it's broken up, and the puck goes into Baldwin, or to Amery's bench, and we will have another face-off at neutral ice. No, actually, we'll have it in the Amery zone. James Fall taking the face-off of the Raiders, but Amery able to control. They'll leave it for Mullendorf, but Haskins able to break it up. Here's Haskins with the puck. Haskins advancing with Casey behind him. He'll leave it for Casey, but Casey can't get control. Here comes Amery. 2-on-2 situation here. They'll bring in another skater. They'll fire it towards Mattis. Mattis able to send it back. Tried to center it up that time for Mullendorf. Mullendorf fires, bounces off Mattis' helmet, and he couldn't find it. Luckily, Dardine sent the puck out of there. 23 seconds left in the period. Dardine with the puck. Tried to get it out, and wow, stolen by Kyle Sorensen. Here's James Fall now with the puck for the Raiders. Tried to leave it for Casey. Casey can't get the shot off. That was a frightening moment over there. Dardine tried to send the pass across the ice. It was stolen by Kyle Sorensen, and Sorensen, the second leading scorer for Amery, bounced it off the pipes, and Raiders able to dodge that bullet. We'll go to the locker room, tied at 0. Be right back with the second period. Second period about to get started here at Gornick Arena. Raiders and Amery Warriors skated to a 0-0 tie in that first period. Second period, takes off. Haskins with the face-off for the Raiders. Fall. Kicks it for Romanowski. Romanowski to Berkey. Berkey sends it towards net. Raiders led in that period in shots on goal, 12-3. There were no penalties in the first period. A very clean first period. Hudson in the dark blue sweaters tonight. Amery in the white with red trim. Haskins taking the face-off for Hudson. Taylor Casey out front for him, and James Fall will fight for it in the corner. Amery able to clear the puck out. Now Casey gets it to Fall. Fall's going to leave it for Romanowski. Casey's going to battle in the corner. Romanowski's going to be able to get it out here on the point. Here's Fall in the corner. Leaves it for Haskins behind the net. Haskins with Taylor Casey out front. Can't get it to him. They'll get it to Fall. Fall's going to fire it out front for Haskins. Haskins can't find the handle, and Raiders have to set it up again. Here's Berkey. Sends Mullendore to the boards. Now the Raiders once again with control. Casey will send it into Amery territory, and the Raiders will switch out personnel. Daniel Trapicio with the puck. He'll fire it towards the net. Here's David Kane. Kane leaves it for Newtonen. Puck bounces off the board. Jake Quaddy's there. Newtonen battling, and now Quaddy once again with the puck. Leaves it for David Kane. Kane tried to leave it for Newtonen. Newtonen outskated the puck. Here comes Amery. Big hit put on by Lawrence Pruitt, and Pruitt's going to get a penalty. Be the first penalty of the game. Sam Schieffer, though, holding his knee. Doesn't look good, and I think we're going to get a tripping here on Pruitt. So Amery will get the first power play of the game, and the Raiders will send in the penalty kill team. It'll be Romanowski, Trapicio, Haskins, and James Fall. Fall speaking with the Stripes right now here in neutral ice. Haskins is going to take the face-off for the Raiders. Here's Haskins standing in there for the Raiders. Puck drops, and Amery able to take control. Romanowski breaks up the shot attempt. The puck's going to go all the way back into Amery's zone. And the Warriors will bring it out. Romanowski back there, along with Trapicio, the defenseman. They'll bounce it off the boards. Trapicio trying to steal the puck away. He does. Gets it out for Fall. Amery able to get control. We've got a 1-on-1 situation here. Shot goes high. Trapicio battling. Sends it to Romanowski. Romanowski will send the puck down the ice, and no icing call here. Raiders only skating with 4 guys, so no icing. 1 minute left in the penalty. Here's Mullendore with the puck. Mullendore, 31 goals in the season. He's their sharpshooter. Mullendore will try to leave it out front, but nothing happening for the Warriors. Mullendore with the puck once again. Sends it out, and they'll set it up from point. Romanowski able to clear the puck. 35 seconds left in the penalty. Amery's going to have one last shot at this. Berkey able to steal the puck away. Berkey in the corner, gets it to Kane. Kane's going to leave it for Romanowski. Romanowski with the shot. Bounces out of there, 10 seconds left in the penalty. Here comes Mullendore with the puck. One last opportunity for Amery in the power play. He'll bounce it off Mattis' shoulder pads. No harm done. Holmes sends the puck down the ice. They will get an icing call because Bro stepped right onto the ice as that puck bounce towards the back wall. So we'll have a face-off in the Raider zone. Mike Holmes will take it. Shot on goal. Mattis able to send it out of there, but puck sat out there in a precarious position there for a while. Here's Dardine in the corner, leaves it for Trapicio. Trapicio bounces it back to Bros. Bros can't get it out of there. Ben Lewis and Dardine battling. And Amery able to get control. They'll send the puck towards Mattis. Mattis will leave it for Trapicio. Trapicio gives it to Bros. Bros to Mike Holmes. Holmes tries to clear the zone, but now he'll come up with the puck. Here comes Holmes with Bros next to him. Bros can't get a shot off. Amery controls behind net. Dardine bounces it back there, and here's Taylor Casey. James Fall just stepped back onto the ice. Dardine with a shot. Can't get it to go. Puck's going to go into the Raiders zone. That'll be an icing call. Almost 5 minutes into the second period. We're still scoreless. Amery on the road tonight here in Hudson. This is a WIAA second round playoff matchup. Raiders had a bye to get into this game. Amery defeated Baldwin Woodville Tuesday night. Here's James Fall with the puck, tried to leave it for Casey. Puck went wide. Here's Romanowski. He'll send it around the back to Fall. Fall to Haskins. Haskins kicks it back out to Romanowski. Romanowski to Haskins. Haskins gets it through the 5-hole, and the Raiders are on the board for the first time tonight. Took them 16 shots to get it in there, but the Raiders get a 1-0 lead. Put it between the legs of Reed Sorensen. And Hudson takes a 1-0 lead at the 5:11 mark in the second period. They'll put Haskins on the shelf, send David Kane in there for the faceoff. Romanowski leaves it for Kane. Kane with Pruitt. Here's Pruitt. Kind of lost control of his skates, fell on the ice, and tried to leave it out there. Here's Berkey. Pruitt, and Pruitt takes a hard lick. They got him right where the glass ends on the bench, and that's a tough place to take a shot. Raiders switch out personnel. Romanowski tried to get it in there, couldn't. Mike Holmes sent it towards net. Well, I beg your pardon on that goal. It was scored by Romanowski. The assist from Haskins and James Fall. Raiders still hold a 16-7 edge. The shot's on goal, and now a tripping call on Engebretson for Amery, and the Raiders will have a 5-4 advantage in the power play here. Here comes Trapicio. He'll leave it for Fall. Fall skating all by himself. Nobody's stopping him. Looking to distribute. Gets it to Haskins. Haskins to Trapicio. Back to Haskins. Back to Trapicio. Trapicio sends it towards net. Once again, he'll fire it in there. Amery able to clear it out. And Josh Mattis is going to leave it for Trapicio. Trapicio, Berkey, James Fall, Dylan Haskins, and Taylor Casey in there for Hudson. Here's James Fall. Kicks it over to Casey. Casey to Trapicio. Trapicio over to Casey. Casey sends it towards net, but it's deflected away. James Fall knocks down the puck with his body. Big lick out there by Stephen Berkey. Here comes Trapiccio with Haskins and Fall in tow. Trapiccio's going to send it over to Fall. Here's Berkey with the puck. Kicks it to Casey. Casey fakes the shot, kicks it back over to Berkey. Berkey's going to set it up with 35 seconds left in the power play. Trapiccio will send the puck around. Lawrence Pruitt over to Romanowski. We've got a whistle, and we'll set it up here for another face-off in neutral ice. 9:20 left in the second period. Hudson leading it 1-0 over Amery. David Kane takes the face-off, and the puck skates deep into Hudson's zone. 14 seconds left in this power play for the Raiders. They'll get it to Pruitt. Here comes Pruitt with a full head of steam. Mullendor puts him into the boards. Here's Newton. Newton in for Pruitt. Pruitt tried to center it up. Trapiccio will fire towards net, but it's bounced clear, and Amery back to full strength. We're skating 5-on-5. Trapiccio gets his pocket picked, but Romanowski is there. Romanowski will bounce it off the boards and behind net. Raiders will switch out personnel. Here comes Mike Holmes and Ben Lewis. Amery with the puck. Stephen Berkey setting up his man for a shot, and he sits him down. We're midway through the second period now. Here's Henry Burrows with the puck. Burrows was tackled out there in front of the net. Ben Lewis now leaves it for Mike Holmes. Holmes over to Romanowski. Romanowski tried to shoot it, but bounces off a defender. Here's Burrows leaving it for Ben Lewis, but it's Mike Holmes who gets there. They send it out to Romanowski, and now Burrows back to Romanowski, the corner. Romanowski sends it towards net, and it's a glove save over there by Reed Sorensen. We'll have a face-off in Amery's zone. Dylan Haskins, Taylor Casey, Jake Quaddy, James Fall, and Daniel Trapiccio now on the ice for Hudson. Casey took the face-off. Quaddy with the puck. He'll send it towards net. Now James Fall battling out in the corner. He's looking to get it to Haskins. Haskins centers up. They'll leave the puck out there. It's sitting out there. Casey can't get it to go. James Fall will try to set it up again. Puck comes loose. Battling in the corner is Fall. Trapiccio sends it towards net, and Sorensen will just cover it up. Too many blue shirts out in front. Makes the decision to just sit on that one. That was a good one. Both teams switch out personnel. Lawrence Pruitt, David Kane, August Newton, Quaddy, and Trapiccio in there for Hudson. Here's Kane leaving it for Pruitt. Pruitt over to Quaddy. Quaddy fires. Bounces it off the skate of the goaltender. Here's Kane. Tried to leave it for Newton. Puck goes into the air, nearly bounces into the Raider bench, but doesn't. Quaddy battling it out. And I believe we're going to have a penalty coming up here. The call on Jake Quaddy for tripping. So Amery will have a 2-minute power play coming up here. Second penalty of the game for Hudson. Here's Romanowski with the puck. He'll bounce it off the boards, tried to leave it for Pruitt. Amery able to get the puck out of there. Send it out to the point. Pruitt tried to clear it. Pruitt giving chase. Kick it back for Romanowski. Romanowski will bounce it off the boards and just send it into the Amery zone. Kill some of that time. And it looks like Pruitt's going to get called for tripping as well. And we're going to have a 5-on-3. It happened, and the crowd went, oh. And sure enough, we get the delayed call. Pruitt sent to the sin bin for the second time this period. So now Hudson skating with just 3 skaters against Amery's 5. Haskins in there on the face-off, and he's pushed onto his back and falls, able to send the puck into the Amery zone. We've got a clock stoppage here. Didn't have the penalty into the scoreboard before we started. We'll take a brief timeout as they get the clock started. Yeah, we skated that first period. Neither team had a penalty. And now in the second period, we're 11 minutes in. Raiders called for 3 of them. 2 on Pruitt, 1 on Quaddy, and Amery called for 1. Still trying to straighten out the clock here. Once again, the winner of this game will play the winner of tonight's New Richmond Somerset game. New Richmond, the number 2 seed in this bracket. And if Hudson gets matched up with New Richmond, that game will be in New Richmond. If they get matched up with Somerset, the game would be here at John Gornick Arena. Either way, the River Channel will be covering that game. So if you can't make it, you can catch all the action here on Channel 15. Still making adjustments on this clock. That's some major confusion out there. But A.J. Romanowski scored the 1 goal that we've had so far in this game. Hudson leading 1-0. Romanowski's 5th goal of the season. Dylan Haskins credited with the assist. It was his 15th assist and 42nd point of the season. James Fall also credited with the assist there. He leads the team in assists. That was his 22nd assist of the season. He came into this game tied with Daniel Trapiccio with 21 assists. And now Fall has sole possession of first place in that category. Big thing the Raiders would like to do here is come out of this game with a win and get to avenge the loss they took to New Richmond. That was the second game of the season. Raiders lost to New Richmond 7-4 in that game. They'd love an opportunity to go up the road and have a chance to avenge that loss. The Amery bench not happy with the fact that this faceoff is in their zone. The puck was cleared into the Amery zone, and that's when the discovery of the clock issue was made. And that's why we've got the faceoff in the Amery zone. But Amery bench not too pleased with that call. Haskins able to steal it away, but the Raiders only have 3 men on the ice, 3 skaters at least, and not able to do anything with it. They're going to try to just kill off this next 110 until at least they get 4 guys on the ice. James Fall, Trapiccio, and Haskins in the game for Hudson. Defending against 5 skaters for Amery. They'll work it around, try to set something up here. Look for an opportunity to get something uncontested. Here's Mullendor. Mullendor is the sharpshooter on this team. James Fall with the puck. And Fall and Haskins with a 2-on-1 situation here. Fall sends it over to Haskins, and the Raiders put the puck in the net. Skating 3 against 5. They come out of it with a 2-on-1 breakaway, and James Fall with the perfect pass to Dylan Haskins, and Haskins just puts it in the net. Probably one of the easiest goals of the season for Haskins, and the Raiders go up 2-0, skating 3-on-5. Raiders have had some shorthanded goals this season, but I don't remember seeing them scoring a goal on a 3-on-5 situation. Trapiccio trying to get it out of there, and he does. Fall skating with Mullendor. Fall battling it out. 9 seconds before Quaddy can come out of the sin bin. We've got another call, and this one I believe is going to be on Amery. A roughing. Jake Eden on Dylan Haskins. So now we've got a 3-on-4 situation, but Quaddy will be bailed out here in about 4 seconds, and we'll be skating 4-on-4. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second period. Raiders leading this game 2-0. Here's Taylor Casey. Berkey comes out. Now the Raiders with 4 men on the ice, 4 skaters. Berkey sends it into the Amery zone, and now that we're skating 4-on-4, that icing call is out there, and the Raiders are called for it. 22 seconds before Pruitt is released, and the Raiders will have an advantage. David Kane will take the face-off for Hudson. Kane leaves it for Berkey. Berkey back out to Trapiccio. Trapiccio can't find the handle. Mullendor does. Leaves it out front. Nice save out there for Josh Mattis. That was a superb opportunity for Tyler Richardson, who's the third leading scorer for Amery. Had the puck right out front. Mattis able to collect it. And the Raiders hold on to their 2-0 lead. Now Haskins will take the face-off. James Fall getting control of the puck, skating with Haskins. Fall will bring it up the left side. Haskins down the middle. Fall's going to shoot. And the Raiders now at full strength, and now they're skating with 1:20 left in this power play for Hudson. Haskins over to Trapiccio. Trapiccio back to, actually that's Pruitt. Pruitt fires, bounces clear. Now it's Trapiccio with the puck. Out at center ice. They'll set it up again. Leave it for James Fall. Fall will skate around the blue line. Raiders taking their time here. Trapiccio with the puck with Haskins making his way into the zone. Trapiccio still surveying the defense. Leaves it over for Berkey. Berkey's going to send it towards net. Pruitt kicks it back out to Trapiccio. Now to Pruitt in the corner. Pruitt sends it to the middle, and it's Stephen Berkey. Berkey goes up top and puts it in. Gorgeous pass. Gorgeous pass by Pruitt. Leaves it for Berkey, and Berkey finishes the job going upstairs. And the Raiders, with the power play goal, take a 3-0 lead. So they've scored 1 goal at even strength, 1 shorthanded goal, and 1 power play goal. Here comes Henry Brose. They got the full bouquet tonight. Brose to Holmes in the corner. Ben Lewis battling in there with Holmes. And now Dardine tries to send it towards net, but it's broken up. And here comes Amery. Ben Lewis able to come out of there with the puck for Hudson. Holmes sends it to the back line. Raiders will switch out personnel. Trapiccio also credited with the assist on that goal. Here's Bros. Bros tried to get it over to Dardine. Dardine outskated the puck. Sent it down to Corum. Corum tried to leave it out front. Nobody was home. Singerhouse with his first opportunity tonight. He's in there, number 23. He's the sophomore. Had an assist against Eau Claire North last week. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt tried to leave it for Corum. Corum couldn't find the handle. Get it back over to Corum. And Corum sends it behind the net. Pruitt bounces it back for Trapiccio. Trapiccio to Fall. Fall over to Singerhouse. Singerhouse leaves it back for Fall, and now the puck's laying in the corner all by its lonesome. James Fall battling it out over there. Taylor Casey enters the game. Pruitt comes out, and Dylan Haskin comes in. Trapiccio fires towards the net. Puck just laying around out there. Taylor Casey tried to get it in, and he sent it to the glass. James Fall kicks it away. Trapiccio calling for the puck, but Fall gives it to Haskins. Haskins with Casey out front. Casey making some room. Haskins going to leave it for Trapiccio. Trapiccio down to Dardine. Dardine out front for Casey. Casey with two chances, but can't get it to go in. Casey just hanging out there, camping out in front of the crease, and had a couple of nice opportunities. Sorensen has played a nice game tonight. Raiders have scored 3 goals, but they've got 27 shots on goal, and how he's able to stop those, I don't know. They're tough shots to stop right there. Taylor Casey right up front. Here's Berkey. Berkey will center it up, and this time it's August Newtonen. Newtonen puts it in off the ricochet from Berkey, and now the game is getting blown wide open. The Raiders now take a 4-0 lead with 1:17 left in the second period. Here's Pruitt. Send it down to the corner. David Kane giving chase, and here's Newtonen. Berkey's going to come out of there, leaves it for Romanowski. Romanowski bounced it off the glass. Raiders will make a couple substitutions. Mike Holmes into the game now. Bounce it off the board for Berkey. Berkey tried to leave it for Holmes. Send it in the corner. The Raiders will make some more substitutions. Henry Bros and Ben Lewis into the game. Here comes Amery. And it's broken up by Romanowski, the freshman. 30 seconds left in the period. Romanowski leaving it for Bros. Puck's going to go all the way back to the red line, and we'll have ourselves an icing call. Face off in the Raiders zone. So after skating to a tight 0-0 tie in that first period, Hudson blows it open in the second period with 4 goals. 21 seconds left in this period. And they'll send Kane out of there. Kane looked like he was too excited, I guess. James Fall takes the face-off for Hudson. Quaddy leaves it for Casey. Casey trying to get it to Fall, but it's broken up. Here's Quaddy. He'll bounce it off the boards, but it goes right into the Amery's sticks. Trapiccio takes a look at the clock, and Casey tried to send it out of there. We're going to have a high stick. Well, we're going to have another face-off. And that's going to go into Amery's zone with just 1 second left due to that high stick. You got to use the mitt when that puck's up there and you want to stop it. So 1 second left in the second period. Raiders with some nifty stuff here could put another goal on the board, but it won't happen. Nonetheless, a great second period for the Hudson Raiders. Put 4 goals on the board in that second period, and they sprint out to a 4-0 lead over the Amery Warriors. We'll be right back with the third period. Third period about to get underway here at John Gornick Memorial Arena. The Hudson Raiders leading 4-0 over the Amery Warriors here in this WIAA playoff action. Little house cleaning to do. Dylan Haskins, we credited him with the goal. Then we took the goal away from him, gave it to Romanowski. It was Dylan Haskins on that goal, so he's got 2 so far in this game. August Newton with the goal, and Stephen Berkey also with the goal tonight. Raiders leading 4-0 as we begin the third period. Here's Haskins with the puck. Leaves it for James Fall. Fall skating towards, fires it in there, bounces off the leg of Reed Sorensen, Amery's goaltender. Fall in the corner. Fall leaves it for Romanowski. Romanowski tried to get it back to him. They'll bounce it off the boards, and here's Haskins. Haskins tried to get it to Casey. Broken up down there. Jake Mullendor. James Fall takes a half-hearted shot there. Looking to pass more than anything. Here's Haskins. Leaves it for Romanowski. Romanowski loses the handle on it. Now Taylor Casey will fire it towards net, and Sorensen will cover it up. Raiders will switch out personnel, as will the Warriors. David Kane's going to take the face-off for Hudson here. Puck bounces out to Pruitt. Pruitt gives it to Dardine. Dardine out front for Newton, and then to Kane. Kane in the corner, leaves it for Pruitt. Here's Pruitt with Newton centering up. Pruitt bounces it off Sorensen. Amery trying to get control. Kane leaves it for Pruitt, and then Newton sends it all the way to the back wall. Pruitt giving chase. Dardine staying back in his defenseman spot. Puck goes around the net. Pruitt will steal it away. Pruitt was setting up a backhander there, but lost the puck. Dardine tried to get it back to him, and he does now. Pruitt again loses the handle, and we've got a whistle. I believe this will be on Amery. The call on Luke Harris, the junior defenseman of Amery. And the Raiders will be in the power play. Kick it out to Trapiccio. I believe it was an interference call. Trapiccio to Fall. Trapiccio with Haskins out front. Fall looking for him. Haskins battling for position down there right in front of the crease. And it goes through Daniel Trapiccio from out on the point. And with Haskins out front, I think it just kind of blocked Sorensen's field of vision. And the goal from way downtown is going to be Trapiccio. The assist going to go to James Fall, but Trapiccio from way downtown, and really should give an assist to Dylan Haskins because he was moving around all in front of that crease there, and I don't think Sorensen ever saw that puck coming. Raiders lead at 5-0 over Amery in the third period. Pruitt takes the face-off. The power play comes to an end for the Raiders. They've had 2 power play goals in this game. Wow, nice play there. Schieffer looking for Jake Mullendor, and Mattis covers it up. Mattis has only had 9 shots fired his way tonight, but has had a couple of them that were pretty tricky that he's done a nice job covering up. Lawrence Pruitt standing in there for Hudson. Puck cleared out of there by Amery. Amery will fire wide. Emerson Corum in there. Here comes Pruitt. Pruitt looking to pass it to Corum. Actually kicks it out to Singerhouse. And the Raiders will switch out personnel once again, bring the front line in. Haskins, Fall, and Casey. Trapecio and Quaddy, the defenseman. Casey will take the face-off. Gets it to Haskins. Haskins leaves it for Trapecio. Trapecio setting it up. Fires towards the net. James Fall got a stick on it. Here's Fall. Fall still fighting for it against the boards. Quaddy gets his stick in there. Now Fall has control. Fall doing some nice skating out there. Goes behind the net and leaves it for Casey. Casey with Haskins centered up, and Haskins can't find the handle. Here comes Amery. And they tried to clear the puck, but bounces off Casey's skates, and Raiders come right back here. James Fall at center ice, battling forward along the boards. Fall comes out of there with it. Taylor Casey looking to center up. Fall's going to have to retreat. And now Amery with the breakaway opportunity. And they get it in there. It was Schieffer had the puck, and I believe he left it for Luke Harris. We'll see what we end up with here. This is Kyle Sorensen, Amery's second leading scorer. Schieffer, their second leading assist man, with a nice look. It was basically a 2-on-0 breakaway for Amery, and they find the nylon. So 5-1 Raider lead. Here's Kane with the puck. Over to Pruitt. Pruitt to Newtonen. Newtonen can't get it to go. Newtonen out front for David Kane. The puck sitting out there. And I think we're going to have ourselves another penalty coming up on Amery. So cross check called on Luke Harris, and that's his second trip to the sin bin in this period. Raiders with another power play. They scored on their last power play. James Fall will take the face-off for Hudson. Here's Trapecio with the puck. He fakes the shot and kicks it out to Haskins. Back over to Trapecio. Trapecio back to Haskins. Haskins with James Fall up front, but Haskins will lose control. Now the puck bounces into the Amery bench area. And we'll have ourselves a face-off here in the Amery zone. Haskins, Fall, and Casey with Trapecio and Berkey, the defenseman. Fall takes the face-off. He's got the puck, leaves it for Trapecio. Trapecio will advance it, then kick it back to Fall. Haskins out in front of the net right now. Trapecio over to Berkey. Back to Trapecio. Trapecio fires. Puck clears out to Fall. Fall over to Haskins. Casey's working the crease. Back to Trapecio. Now Fall out front. Haskins tries to get it to Fall, but Casey with the shot opportunity. Bounces over the crossbar, and Amery's able to clear the puck. No icing because they've only got 4 skaters on the ice. And here comes Daniel Trapecio. And they'll send the puck up into the netting, and we're going to have ourselves another face-off. Kane, Pruitt, and Newtonen in there for Hudson. Romanowski and Berkey, the defenseman. Here's Kane. And it'll go to Berkey. Berkey can't get control. Puck bounces behind him. He'll gather it up now and send it over to Romanowski. Romanowski back to Berkey. Berkey gets it to Pruitt. Pruitt takes a shot. Puck goes back into the Raiders' zone. 11:22 left in the game, 34 seconds left in this Hudson power play. The Raiders leading 5-1 over Amery. Hudson in the dark blue jerseys, Amery in the white with red trim. Here comes David Kane. Kane in the corner. And he'll send it around, try to get it to Pruitt, but it's going to go to Newtonen. And Newtonen can't get control. Back over to Romanowski. Romanowski up front to Pruitt. Pruitt looking to make something happen, but the puck squirts out of there. Amery tried to send it down ice, and here's Newtonen, but Newtonen gets tripped up, and now Trapiccio sends it around. Raiders are going to switch out some personnel. Ben Lewis sends the puck around. Now Mullendor tried to send it all the way around, but Trapiccio gathers it up. Henry Bros in there battling it out now. Mike Holmes falls down, but able to knock the puck away. He'll bounce it off the boards to Dardine. Puck swings around, and now Mike Holmes gives chase. Bounce it around, Dardine able to find it. Dardine's looking for someone up front. Holmes can't get there fast enough. Now Ben Lewis back to Mike Holmes. Holmes going to gather it up, but it's knocked down by Amery, and here come the Warriors. They'll send the puck towards Dardine and make some substitutions. Trapiccio kicks it out to Dardine. Dardine bounces it off the boards to Corum. Here's Corum, bounced off the boards to himself. It'll be gathered up by the Warriors. Here comes Singerhouse. Singerhouse to Corum. Puck comes loose. Singerhouse gets it away. Puck bounces around. And Berkey gathers it up. Sends it over to Trapiccio. Trapiccio loses the handle. Now Trapiccio once again with the puck. And he'll just send it towards the net. It's gathered up by Reed Sorensen, and we're going to have ourselves a face-off in the Amery zone. I think Sorensen tried to drop it out of there, but nonetheless, we'll have a clock stoppage. Raiders will bring the front line back in. Haskins will take the face-off with Casey and Fall next to him. Berkey and Romanowski, the defensemen. .908 left in the game. Raiders with a 4-goal lead. Here's Haskins looking for Casey out front. Casey can't get it to go. Haskins will battle it out down there again for it, and here comes James Fall. Romanowski sends it up front for Taylor Casey, but it's broken up by a host of Warriors. Here comes Amery. Taken away by Taylor Casey, and he'll just send it around. Taylor Casey gets the puck, fires high, but it's gathered up by Reed Sorensen, and we'll have ourselves another face-off. Hudson will bring in Lawrence Pruitt, David Kane, and August Newtonen. It's been a pretty good line for him tonight. Trapiccio and Quaddy, the defenseman. Officials will have a little meeting out here, talking about where they're going to eat after the game. .829 left in this one. One of the officials broke a blade on his skate, and they've notified the benches that there will just be 2 officials on the ice the rest of the way. Sure they can handle the job here. 5-1 game. Probably not going to see a whole lot of drama. Here's Quaddy sending the puck around. Kane's going to get control. He leaves it for Lawrence Pruitt. Pruitt busted up. Here comes Amery. They'll send the puck towards Mattis, but Mattis just sends it behind the net, and Trapicio gathers it up. Tried to bounce it off the boards at Newtonen, but Newtonen under attack over there. Kane duking it out. Now Trapicio's tried to gather it up, but Amery with another chance here. 2-on-1. Trapicio, Quaddy actually able to break it up. Nice job by Quaddy in a 2-on-1. Able to break that one up. Both teams will make some personnel adjustments. Trapicio leaves the puck for Quaddy. Quaddy tried to get it to Lewis, but then he kicks it back to Holmes. Holmes over to Trapicio. Trapicio to Henry Brose. Brose loses the handle. We had a delayed call, and I think we're going to have a I think we just had an offsides there. Get the puck to Emerson Corum, and now Lawrence Pruitt's going to give chase down in the corner for Hudson. Pruitt can't come away with it, but Singerhouse in there battling it out. Singerhouse had a chance. Game's pretty rough down there. Amery certainly isn't laying down in this game, even though they're down by 4 goals. Here's Corum at center ice, and he'll just send the puck down. The Raiders will switch out personnel. Looks like wholesale changes. They'll switch out the entire line. Taylor Casey comes out of there with the puck, but they broke up his shot attempt. Haskins now behind the net will give it to Fall. Fall with Casey out front. And Fall is just knocked down. Here comes Amery, 3-on-2. Mullendor took the shot for himself, couldn't make it happen. Now Trapicio bounces it off the boards to Haskins. Haskins spins and tries to leave it for Casey. Casey able to take it off of his leg pad there, and here comes Haskins to gather it up once again. Haskins over to Trapicio. Trapicio to Fall. Now the puck gathered up by Amery. Mullendor will just flip it down the ice. Trapicio brings it up, tried to get to Fall, but the pass just a little bit wide. Mattis leaves it for Trapicio. Here comes Trapicio up to Fall. Fall loses his feet. Puck comes all the way across the ice. It was Dardine. Dardine with the puck again. Bounce it off the boards to Newtonen. But Amery able to break it up. David Kane giving chase. Kane swings it around to Trapicio. Trapicio to Corum. Actually, Newtonen. Newtonen flips it to Pruitt. There's Pruitt all by himself. And Pruitt tripped up there, and I believe we're going to get either an interference or a tripping. And they'll call it tripping. And that is another penalty on Luke Harris. I believe if he gets one more, he's out of here, but there's only 5 minutes left in the game. Raiders with another power play opportunity. Their last power play, they seem to be concerned with just kind of taking some time off the clock. We'll see what they do here. Amery with the puck. They'll bounce it off the boards and try to send it into Raider territory, but Romanowski puts a stop to that. Here's David Kane. Kane trying to make a shot opportunity for himself. Can't make it happen. Now the puck's going to go all the way back to the Raider zone before Stephen Berkey's able to get control. Berkey sends it up for Newtonen. Newtonen's going to flip it for Pruitt. Pruitt's going to go into the corner, and he's going to have a little fight on his hands. And I believe Pruitt is going to get called here. Shot to the head. Pruitt certainly wasn't too concerned with the puck. He just kind of came flying in there and put a hit on, and made for a pretty easy call for the men in stripes. So they call Pruitt for head contact. I believe that's his third of the evening. And we'll be skating 4-on-4 here for the next 1:21. Then Amery will have a 39-second power play. 4:20 left in this contest. Hudson leading it 4-1. Here's Quaddy. Quaddy bounced it off the boards for Fall. Strapiccio leaves it for Fall. And now Haskins all alone. Haskins tried to take it easy. I think we're going to have a trip here called on Mullendor. Some calls for a penalty shot, but I don't think he's going to get one. But that was one of those opportunities there where Haskins was all alone. Had an easy opportunity, and Mullendor just took him out. So now the Raiders with a 4-on-3 opportunity. They'll leave it for Haskins. Haskins took another shot in the back there. Haskins out to Quaddy. Quaddy over to Strapiccio. Strapiccio sets it up, sends it over to Fall. Fall with Haskins out in front of the net. Tried to get it in there to Strapiccio, sent back his way. Fall in the corner now. Quaddy, the defenseman. And that is Strapiccio from the left side. He just played the angle and put it in. 6th goal of the night for Hudson. Strapiccio's first of the evening, I believe. The assist goes to James Fall and Dylan Haskins. And the Raiders with the 6-1 lead. 3:06 left in this contest. And Amery will get one of their players back on the ice, so we're going to skate 4-on-4 here for the next 46 seconds. And the Raiders will have another 30-second power play. Lawrence Pruitt still in the sin bin for Hudson. Romanowski tries to send it ahead for Mike Holmes. There's Berkey. Now Berkey with the puck once again over to Romanowski. Romanowski bounces it off the boards. It'll go into the Amery zone, and Hudson will be called for icing. 2:22 left in the contest. Hudson leading it 6-1. We're skating 4-on-4 right now, but Lawrence Pruitt will come out of the penalty box for Hudson in 2 seconds, and the Raiders will have 30 seconds of power play. Here's Dardine. Dardine over to Strapiccio. Pruitt on the ice. Singerhouse tried to get it, but Dardine handles it. Bounces it to Singerhouse. Singerhouse for Pruitt. Here's Pruitt setting it up with Corum out front. Puck goes high. Singerhouse takes a shot. Nothing coming easy tonight. Raiders have put a lot of goals on the board, but they've battled for them. It's been a physical game. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt gets put on the ice as well. So we're at full strength now. Mattis comes out of the crease and hands the puck to Strapiccio. Strapiccio over to Dardine. Dardine sends it for Singerhouse, and now Pruitt with the puck out front with Strapiccio. Trapicio handles, sends it out front for Mike Holmes. Holmes can't get it to go. Singerhouse behind the net. And we've got a whistle. Tell you, Singerhouse, we didn't see much of him until the end of the season. He's a sophomore, but tell you, he's not afraid to take a swing back. Mullendor called for the penalty, and he had a couple of choice words for the officials that time. I think the officials just having a word with some of these guys, tell them to ease up a little bit. It's a 6-1 game, the minute 17. So Mullendor, the leading scorer for Amery, and he is also, he's a junior. He's going to sit out the rest of his season in the penalty box. Here's Burrows over to Ben Lewis with Mike Holmes out front. Holmes can't get it to go. Here come the Warriors. Stephen Berkey giving chase. Puck bounces around. Romanowski takes a shot to the melon. Burrows tried to leave it out there for Romanowski. Romanowski again takes a lick. Holmes with a shot, but it's deflected by the defenseman. Romanowski will flip it. 21 seconds left in this contest. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt tried to leave it for Singerhouse. Puck was a little behind him. Berkey over to Romanowski. Romanowski will fire from downtown. It's not happening. Pruitt leaves it out there for Corum. Corum tried to make it happen, and that's going to be your game. Hudson will advance to the next round. They win it 6-1 over the Amery Warriors. And Hudson will take on the winner of the New Richmond-Somerset game, which is being played right now. If Hudson takes on New Richmond, it will be in New Richmond. If it's against Somerset, it will be here at Gornick Memorial Arena. We do know this, the winner of that game will be played in Amery, the game following the next round. So we can tell you that it's not too much of a road trip to the next game, but after that, it'll be played on neutral ice up in Amery. But nonetheless, the Hudson Raiders with the 6-1 victory tonight over Amery, and the score was pretty lopsided, but this was a pretty hard-fought hockey game tonight. Amery left everything on the ice they had. Josh Mattis played a spectacular game, but you got to give some credit to the defenseman as well. Mattis only had to stop 11 shots tonight. They had 12 shots on goal, able to slip one pass, and that was pretty much on a 2-on-0 run. But Mattis played a heck of a game, and really the whole team did. Defenseman did a nice job, and of course the guys up front able to put 6 goals in net. So, from John Gornick Arena, I'm Chris Larson. Thanks for watching Hudson Hockey here on the River Channel. We'll see you next week in that next level game here in the WIAA playoffs.